Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Elko before the game. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pressure coming, trying to get away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Sellers through the noise. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quick strike complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down.
Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Reed. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Across the 45. Turning it on. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. A&M comes back out with another first down. Good timing on the quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pocket breaking down, and he's still running after the move. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Here's Sellers to throw. Got his man. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Baxter. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
So now it's second and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Bringing the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Lining up to add another.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hester. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Reed. Got a man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Finds space on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Again, it's Reed. Got his man. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Reed to throw. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls and fires complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A little release to the back. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Now from inside the red zone. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Reed to the air again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Buys a little time with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie! And the offense finds a way to cut into this league, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Sellers. It's complete on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires a ball, now it's picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Looking for the time with the extra point.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Sellers. Finds a tight end.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Morrow. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Reed. Here's the pressure. Complete. Up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Morrow. Fights off a defender. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Finds some room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Morrow. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
139 Albatross. 139.
Throwing Reed. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the 1st quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the 2nd. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make...
There he goes! Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding. This guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football. Treating him...
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on fourth down? Kentucky spends its second time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fourth down, Sellers. Under fire. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center perfect. And now they take the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Stanford Cardinal. And it's the Hurricanes, trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at Kyle Field. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hester. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get some.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reed gets it to him on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Plucks it out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Running inside, it's Morrow. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
He'll run it again. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Reed to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Texas A&M. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Offense did it. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. What a play, finding a way to get it into the end zone, and after all of that, it's even better. You wind up with a 2-point conversion. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, Sellers. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now it's third down, you know they're gonna be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snagged out of the air. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. He'll bring it out. It's Hester. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The inside handoff. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. Reed. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Baxter again. There's a little room there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The run inside. It's Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. C.J. Baxter one more time. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Trying to buy time. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Play fake, Marcel Reed. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. Now improvising. Trying to make magic. Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Rides the option, he keeps it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Reed. Fires on the move. Working the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Extending the play. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Just couldn't find any running room. He'll lose a yard, and they'll turn it over on downs. He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Got a little grass. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. A first down for the offense. They go back to C.J. Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Here's Reed to throw. It's complete to the left. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Back to throw, it's Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Sets up the screen. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. They've got the screen set up. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, first and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Again, it's Reed. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Reed fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll with it.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both